The time to buy is when there's blood in the streets, even if the blood is your own. Yeah, coincidence. Yeah, coincidence. Yeah, coincidence. Something that happens by chance, I think not. What's the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy Wholesale. Of course, you're all well. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears yesterday, guys. A lot of people crying their eyes out, and rightly so. Serious blood on them streets yesterday, guys. Really was bad. And if Facebook and Instagram hadn't have crashed, I would have been bombarded with hundreds of messages, I'm sure. I woke up today to, I don't know, 60 odd messages from people crying, moaning, you know, upset, what is happening, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just doing this video to pretty much try and help out, as I always try and do on this channel. For the last, 3 months, I've been talking about a correction, my uncertainty, my fears of the market. Everyone should know that I have been pulling out all my money, my most recent position, every video I mention about market uncertainty. So it shouldn't come as a great surprise to all my subscribers. I would imagine the majority of you are a bit like myself. You have pulled out a lot of money. I was 2/3 sitting in cash money. And as of yesterday, once we reached the correction period, we'll get into all of this, guys, don't worry. I started to open up the purse and I started buying. Again, if Instagram had been live, you would have seen all of these stocks, and we'll get into all the ones that I've bought, and there's some juicy stocks. But there's a lot of people that haven't done what I've done, and unfortunately, yous have been burned pretty hard, and I get that. I fell victim really to this back in, January, February time when we had the last correction. Anyone that's been following the channel since about then will have known that I have done extensive research. I have done a lot of things to prepare for the next inevitable crash. The telltale signs were there. I put up the Guardian over 3 weeks ago. Stock market correction of 5 to 10% likely before the year end. US inflation expectations rise and see what happens. I have been talking about this. I'm just not pump. This will make you a millionaire. Pump. We're going to buy Lambos. I'm trying to be honest and real with you guys. The market is at times very brutal, but it can also be good. Yesterday, arguably, was one of my best trading days. Reason being, oil has been going on the rise. A week ago, I opened up a position in oil, and I actually loaded up 2 days ago a further sort of X amount of money. And then I woke up to, it was 10 times leverage, to be fair, and anyone on Instagram would have seen this. I was up 50% in one day. A lot of people, you know, crying, oh, I'm gonna have to pay more for my oil prices. Just buy the stock, and sure, it's fine. If you're going to buy $1,000 worth of oil, put $1,000 on the stocks. What happens if the oil prices go up? Okay, it's going to cost you more to buy, but you've made all that lovely money in the stock market, and it's finding solutions, not problems. And anyone on Twitter would have seen my tweet about that yesterday. Also, plus we had Shiba going to the moon, and Tesla went to the moon, and we stripped out all the money at a lovely 806 price. Just now, that is a bit of luck. The charts looked good, told me to sell. I sold. I've still got a considerable enough amount in Tesla, but the 5 times leverage, 3 times leverage positions are all closed. And that was, it just everything I did yesterday just worked out extremely well. 80% skill, 20% luck, no doubt about it. A week ago, fact box, half of the S&P 500 is in the correction territory or worse. And that's my friends of Reuters. And don't forget, guys, I've previously done articles with Reuters. Go down in the description. You can read those articles all about memes and how they affect the stock market. They are a good read. But we didn't buy in at those prices. We held off because on this channel, I've been talking about what is more to come. If there is a big crash coming, there is a huge crash coming. And this is nothing more than a good correction. We have had a good solid correction, and if we even look at yesterday's articles, Facebook and Apple plunge into correction territory as tech stock sells off intensifies. And believe me, once we got into the territory correction, I was loading up. So yesterday I bought Palantir, I bought Apple, I bought Amazon, I bought Zillow, I bought Square. If we read this here, the Dow Jones Industries fell 323 points or 0.9% to 34,000 on Monday, while the S&P sank 1.3, putting each index about 5% below all-time highs set this summer. Meanwhile, tech-heavy Nasdaq plunged 2.1%, more than 7% below the last highest earlier this month. Dragging down the broader indexes, shares of Apple, Facebook sank 2.5% and 5%. Facebook had a horrible day yesterday. We'll not talk anymore about that though. Respectively wiping more than 120 billion off the stocks, putting the stocks squarely in correction territory with losses of 11% and 15% since record highs last month. Do I think this is the end of any potential pullback? Perhaps in the short term. It is. You cannot time these things, and that is why yesterday I opened up the purse strings and I just loaded up, because You can't time it. If this is the correction, you may have caught this just lucky, and hopefully my good luck continues and it does continue to go up. But at the same time, my swag bag is loaded, guys. I am no longer 2/3 invested. I am 50-50, half in, half out. I am still very cash heavy because there is a lot of more bad news to come, I am certain. Now, we might get a great rally here for the next few months. I am not saying that it's not going to happen. What I am saying is be wary. Evergrande situation is massive. 300 odd billion company, could it be oh my God, I'm not even going to get into it. Just be careful. If you have been burnt and you have been too invested and not cash heavy, if you can get yourself out of the woods and you can get some gains back, be prepared, guys. Get your cash, learn from your mistakes. I learned from January to prepare and watch out for the warning signs. And on this channel, I've been telling you for months about the warning signs. And what I want to point out as well, 16 hours ago, my man James Reed commented, you called it a couple of months ago when I was 20% odd up. If I pull out now, I've made a marginal gain.
If only me auntie had bollocks, she'd be me uncle.
Is it time to do that or is it too late? I don't want to give any financial advice on this channel. As you know, we've been talking about this on the channel. We've been trying to help each other on this channel to be wary of these things. So I hope the people have seen the catalyst and have loaded up and you have been protecting yourselves. But if not, learn from this mistake. Learn the next time to be more wary of the market. Learn to have more cash on your side. And also, I am still saying there is a huge market crash to come. There's too much propping up, too much uncertainty out there with the Roni Rome Vol, the stimulus checks, all of this propping everything up. It is going to collapse, guys. The foundation is not sturdy. I believe in swing trading right through this uncertainty is the best thing for traders right now because it is so dodgy. Long holds is all good and all of that good stuff, and add to your positions. I've still got all my long holds. I'm still adding to all my positions, but I'm being very careful, and I sort of see all my long holds not being fully capitalized until the next 6 months. That is the plan. That is the strategy. Investing should be long term. So your plan and loading up and phasing in money should also be long term, in my opinion. Now today it looks like the futures and stuff are opening up pretty well. The pre-markets look strong-ish. Good bounce back. Could be a fake out, it could pull back. Of course, we see the 10-year treasury is also up, but the main thing is the oil's up, guys. Yeah, no, the main thing is we're getting a bounce back. We did buy on the dip the likes of Palantir, Virgin Galactica, stocks that have been on my radar for a long time, but being massively overpriced. I was never going to stick my toe in the water at those prices, but I did yesterday because these things have had 60-70% pullbacks. It's phenomenal. Some of these are going to be part of my long-term strategy. My portfolio is a wee bit all over the place right now because I was just buying, and I bought at these discounts with the anticipation if it pulls back more, I'll just throw more at it. That's the video. I just wanted to remind everyone what we've been doing. We've been saving, we've been keeping money to the side, we've been stripping it out, we've been looking at the telltale signs since February, and now it reached boiling point. We've been waiting patiently, we've been watching some stocks go up, and we've been waiting patiently for our entry point. Yesterday, that time came. Straight into the correction period, we started loading up, keeping money to the side because I feel that there's a bigger risk, there's a bigger crash still to come. It might be this week, it could be in 2 months' time, it may even be next year. I cannot time that, nor can anyone, but be wary of it because I think, honest to God, there is something coming brewing. I would like to get from 2/3 to 1/3 in on the back of this correction. So I'm hoping for a wee bit more red, to be honest with you guys, just afraid to phase in a wee bit more money. But if it doesn't and it goes up to the moon, I have bought stuff yesterday, the likes of Apple and Amazon, that are swing trades. Perfect. I bought Tattooed Chef for a swing trade. If we get a 10-15% rise, then happy days. I will be delighted with that and I will sell and we'll move on. But if it pulls down more, I'm buying more, but I'm still going to keep 1/3 of the money out. Hopefully that's provided a bit of clarity for anyone that is fully invested and hasn't been able to take out any money. It is what it is. You know, you just have to dollar cost average, bide your time, take your time, and eventually you will get yourself out of the hole. I have been there, I feel your pain, but learn from your mistakes. You've got to learn from your mistakes, and that's all I can say. Anyone's found the video informative, you know, please like, subscribe, help me grow the channel. If you're interested in supporting the channel, my PayPal link's down there. Please feel free to donate whatever you can, but if not, sharing the channel, all that stuff, leaving comments really does help me grow the channel. So appreciate that. I'll catch you again. Enjoy the rest of your day. Trade safely.
Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.